Look what we have here. A fight that I didn't make a pre-fight. I didn't make a pre-fight prediction because, I was thinking the same thing everybody else was thinking. What's up, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Hustle's Home, and I'm back with another one. It's a late night. I spent a little time with my mom down this weekend. Shout outs to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. I'm kind of tired, long drive back home, but I had to make this video. When I was at home watching this fight, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I wish I was at home right now so I could make this very video that I'm making right now. Canelo Alvarez versus Dmitry Bivol was a fight that I did not anticipate this. I did not anticipate Canelo Alvarez to get exposed like this. I don't know why everybody got the gloves on when Canelo gets exposed like this. He got exposed, Like, this dude was an underdog. Canelo had all the bells and whistles. He had everything to his advantage. He came in second. He had the low-key show, He had this big old Mexican show. He came out with the pink trunks, Everything was supposed to go his way until that bell rang. When that bell rang, Canelo realized he was too little. Once the fight was going on, Canelo was getting exposed by the very tools that all the people that see Canelo for what he really is have been saying that he's been trying to avoid. People don't even understand the very reason that people were saying that Canelo was avoiding this style is because his own coach said that that's the hardest style to coach against. Eddie Reynoso said that's the hardest style to coach against already, So I took Bivol. I didn't underestimate Bivol, but I kind of overestimated Canelo like everybody else in the world. I'm not the biggest Canelo fan. I personally thought at first that Jermell Charlo would beat Canelo easily until he became a fan. And then I was like, well, nah, you can't go in there. You can't. One thing about Canelo Alvarez is you cannot go into a fight being his fan. And what Bivol did not do was be Canelo Alvarez's fan. His footwork, he has very little athletic ability, but he has just enough athletic ability for his footwork to outpace Canelo Alvarez. He kept him out with the jab. He kept him out with the 1-2. He traded punches with Canelo. Canelo caught him with an uppercut, a clean uppercut. Boom. Once he caught him with that clean uppercut, it was kind of like when you land that first punch on Errol Spence, and you land that clean punch on Errol Spence, boom, and he don't react. Whenever he don't react, I'm like, uh-oh, here comes the disrespect. What Bivol do? Bivol ate it, boom, here comes the disrespect. Now he got to treat him like a little, he kind of treated him like a little boy. Canelo Alvarez, he was lugging forward in the high guard, similar to Oscar Valdez. Similar to Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, and very extremely similar to Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. Very similar fashion. They got very, very similar corner advice. Shout outs to Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso is the most overrated coach in boxing history, even more overrated than Manny Pacquiao coach. I forget his name. Even more overrated him. Eddie Reynoso, 2-time coach of the year, does not have coaching advice against the jab, bro. unless these people can't, they stop translating it. They stop translating the advice. So whenever his guys getting out bots like this, they have no answers. Canelo literally, like, I felt like he was giving up. Like, he wasn't throwing punches. The Mexican crowd was booing him. People not saying nothing about this because it's like they gotta give Canelo some kind of cop out. Canelo was trying to do what he did to Callum Smith, to the bigger opponent. He tried to punch his arm dead, but the thing Callum Smith was not doing that Dmitry Bivol did is when Canelo started winging them shots, Bivol a return. He'll return fire. Like he returned fire, and then Canelo, he was like throwing wild windmills. Like, he was looking so crazy at times. Like, he was exhausted. I heard something about him being on a vegan diet. Like, don't get me started with that meat shit though, because if this is vegan Canelo, bro, like, come on, B. Don't get me started on that meat shit, bro. Come on, B. This can't be Canelo. This can't be Canelo, man. It's kind of like meeting your dad for the first time and the nigga's a straight sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of is bad for boxing. If this is Canelo Alvarez, bro, this is bad for boxing, man. Boxing gets knocked down a notch if this is the pound for pound #1 king, though. You know what I'm saying? The #1 king don't get outboxed, bro. The #1 king does not get outboxed by a person with 19 fights. This is stuff nobody's saying. The #1 pound for pound does not get outboxed by a person with 19 fights. But let's keep going on with the fight, because I can go on a tangent all night. This will be a long video, But going about to the 8th round, but Bivol was totally controlling this. I'm having a very hard time giving Canelo 1 or 2 rounds, man. I'm having a very hard time. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm gonna have to watch it a third time because Canelo Alvarez never took control of the fight. He never had the control of the fight at no point in time. Like, there was never a tide where Canelo had control of the fight. He was being controlled with the jab the whole entire time. He got beat up by a 147-pounder with this exact tactic. And y'all mean to tell me this is the #1 pound for pound fighter, though? Now I got to triple back on my Jermell Charlo prediction, bro. I got to triple back on it because Jermell Charlo, unless Canelo is that much more stronger at 168 than he is at 175. You know what I'm saying? Because that Kovalev fight was bull. That Kovalev fight was bull. You see Canelo with no stipulations. This man had a full camp. You know what I'm saying? There was no turnaround from a war. There was no weight manipulation. There was none of that. There was no meat scandal. There was none of that. This was a straight up fight at Canelo's probably near walk around weight. Nobody even admitting that. Nobody saying nothing. That's probably near Canelo's walk around weight. You know what I'm saying? And you mean to tell me he's stronger at 168? I don't know how he can do that, though. How can he be stronger at 168? I don't know. But Canelo got very grossly outclassed in this fight, man. It was very disgusting, man. I don't know with Eddie Reynoso, like that gym, man. Like, they need to reconsider what they learned in that gym. You need two-time coach of the year, man. 2-time coach of the year. That's what it was. Getting out coached by rather new coaches. That's not something that nobody's even talking about either. Eddie Reynoso got out coached by Shakur Stevenson's dad. I mean, shout outs to him. which is a relative nobody. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but no, I mean, these guys aren't renowned coaches. You know, he got out coached by, I don't even know who Dmitry Bivol coach is, which is a relative nobody. But this two-time coach of the year, renowned coach, got out-coached by two relative nobodies, had his champions looking pedestrian in the biggest fights of their careers. What? What is going on? We living in the Matrix. Think about it, though. Think about it, though. The number one two-time coach of the year get out-coached by two relative nobody coaches in 2 weeks back to back. So you mean to tell me when they sent Oscar Valdez out there to fight Shakur Stevenson and saw everything that went wrong there with their original strategy, didn't go back into the lab and figure out taking away the long jab and cutting off the ring to like give Canelo a last minute kind of adjustment to tweak the game plan. They didn't even do that. They came in with the exact same game plan and got the exact same answers, got the exact same results. So this is a shout out. If I could get this video to old media, we gotta stop this crap, bro. We gotta stop pushing this fake fighter. We gotta stop pushing fake fighters, bro. If they're not getting in the ring with the tough guys, if they're not getting in the ring with the best, we cannot celebrate these people that's not getting in the ring with the best. You get turnouts like this. You get turnouts like this. Now, suppose Canelo would have gotten in the ring with, let's say, Jamal Charlo. Boom. He would have been more prepared against Bivol after he fought Jamal Charlo and beat him. He would have been more prepared for the long athletic jab. He would have been more prepared. And that would have been before the vegan diet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, bro. Canelo was embarrassed. Canelo need to go back down to 168. Canelo need to fire his head coach. Canelo need a new team, bro. Canelo definitely need a new team. You know what I'm saying? Because his team is absolutely trash. Several people on their team pop for drug use, including Canelo. Like, come on. Like, what is going on? The judges, the scorecards right here in the back. Canelo gets dominated, and this judge scores it rounds 1 through 4, 10, 10, 10, 10. Canelo. This judge right here, rounds 1 through 4, 10, 10, 10, 10. Canelo. This judge right here, 10, 10, 10, 10. Canelo. How do 3 judges got 3 identical cards for a nigga that got dominated? How is that? He got dominated. And it was at points in the fight where if Bivol would have stepped on the gas, he would have probably knocked him down. He got dominated. Canelo didn't land double-digit points in hardly no rounds. He got dominated, but Bivol lost by 1 round, and nobody has nothing to say about it. They talking about a rematch at 168. Bivol don't take no rematch with this cheating-ass dude, bro. You're not going to win. You're going to have to knock him out unless Bivol is stronger at 168 and he feel like, hey, I'm finna knock this dude out. Maybe. Because you clearly can outbox him. But I'm saying you're not going to get to outbox Canelo twice, bro. You're not going to get to outbox Canelo twice, bro. But that's my video. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Hustles Home. And I'll be back next week with the next fight. You know what it is. Holla at your boy.